What is up, everybody? It is me, AceHero, back with another Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. And I nailed that! Well, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, but whatever. I've hyped myself up and we're gonna do this. Welcome. And I don't know why she's all bricked up. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Ooh, this guy. Forgot his name. I haven't seen this in a while. Edgeworth. That's his name. I received a call from the public prosecutor office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. Ooh, that's a lie if I've ever seen one. A lie's a lie's a lie. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have to go on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have that the judge's pockets put today? Whatever. So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? ... Hold up. There we go. How can we know that? The guilty always lies to avoid being found. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. That is not true. All I can hope to get is every declared guilty. So I make that my policy, Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? I don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be open for session soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. I'm excited, boys. The court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you're doing this. Are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I feel like I'm gonna let it go right now. Forget it, I smell a trap. That's what I was thinking. I want to call Mr. Red White to the stand in 2 Ds. Oh yes, All Might face. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, look. Oh my gosh. Name. This is not gonna be nice for the fact that I can't pronounce anything. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Nino? Yeah. I'm the CEO, or used to be a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Red, white, and blue. Yeah, red and white make pink. Do you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gaywater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Well, I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Am I gonna die? Let him have it, Phoenix. Wait, am I gonna die? I don't remember that. Oh well. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I already got some ideas. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know? No, 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 you're not getting away with that. Why are you so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer? So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. I'm not taking any. Oh, I forgot you don't play this game with a nunchuck. I don't see anything to gain by attacking him on this point any further. Okay, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly reading some papers at window. By window? You mean the one directly across from Faye and Law? No, that's not. That's the only window you see. No, I wanted to ask what you were reading, and you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is businessman's hotel, and I'm a very busy man who had business to do. Then I heard the bell lamb coming from outside. A bedlam? I must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see, continue. So a bedlam, I guess, is room service. Surprised I turned to look across the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky man. Ha! She said it was a woman. Spiky-haired. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with— Yes, there we go! Miss May clearly stated that the assignment looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. In just— what is your eyesight? It's like 40-40 or something. Counting both eyes for 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The victim, she went away. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? I don't like that his eyes are pink too. As you know, I am absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Ran to the left and you gave chase. Okay, I'm gonna press this, like... What was Miss May doing at the time? She just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and she was weeping openly. Didn't you know she had been tapping the Miss May? He's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I don't care. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone at this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh ho ho, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Hold it. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Psst, Phoenix! Does something about that strike you as a little odd? No. What? Boom. Impaction? Don't you mean just impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Ethelbert prep this guy? Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, I'd better find the weakness in there. Let's see, I was about 9 o'clock, I believe. So quietly pursuing your reading. Hold up. Let's see. Oh, crap. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, crap. You don't sound very confident, Mr. Wright. The objection is overruled. Oh, crap. I don't think that won any points over with the... very sure about that. How many times must I say it? Perfect. Phoenix, does something about that strike you as a little odd? Okay. Okay, let's go! Please work. Wait, right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts with Miss May's testimony. She directly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple. You may have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was right here, and the victim was right here. If to the left, as you conceded, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Whoa, that's a new face. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So did the witness? So he did witness the kill? Wait a second, Mr. Wright? I think I got this down. Yes, Your Honor, Miss May says right and Mr. Wright says left. Can you explain this contradiction in court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Oh, this is getting good. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? He was not in the hotel. Where could he have been? In the lobby. What? I'm kidding, that's what I thought. More specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Oh, neat. Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, he was watching from this point. To him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. But I think my jokes are great. That is where the killer was standing. Ah, but my friends, that's what I mean. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The propositions of the defense are in distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Oh, come on. Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. That does make what? Will you cross again? Yes, you bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. X forward. Sorry, I should stop quoting memes. Hold it! What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. This guy's probably American too. Hey, buddy. That's what I thought. I thought this game was based in Japan, but, What do you mean, first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. Do you speak English? Please sit back, relax. I'll try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, then... I did not hit her. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The proper request that the friends were in. Is he mad at me? Next with the last version. Please tell me this worked. Mr. Wright, the victim died from a single blow. Yeah. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. Wright, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. What? The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there is no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Oh, yeah. Very well. The witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White. Oh, okay. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor? My stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. Ooh! This is almost over. Well, see, I looked in the window and then I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes! Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony again. How could you have seen the light stand? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed. Ooh! One moment! Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. That's because I'm smart. Definitely not an idiot. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgering any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then the next moment, I saw Miss May run to the... Miss May? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you hearing the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran out the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap. That doesn't sound like the savage act from your early testimony. Oh, yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him off guard, but it won't be easy. Then I saw the next message. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. Wait, did I just say that? Oh, what did you do then? No, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with the blaze. Oh, right. Thank you, Miss Miles. Then you did around with a single blow of the whap. Oh! Mr. Wright. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The light stand broken into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. Oof, this is getting good, people. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked? Correct. That would be no problem, alright? Big problemo. There's a big problem. Problem here. What problem is this? Miss Wright, let me make sure you have this straight. You saw the glass light scan through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Wanna know why? What could he have? Do you have proof? Yes, I do. Because the map. Sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand. Let's see. That was awkward. Rejection. Or take that. Look at this. These are the floor plans of the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see here. Well, note that the sand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. Wright. Or White. What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White. If you were in the Gateway Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as the light stand. So when did you see it, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen it from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder was took place. Did I just make him crack? Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? What? Wait, what is he talking about? Order. Mr. Eggsworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is heading. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law of... What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by... Oh my gosh, he's brilliant. You enter... Okay. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles! Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the... That is when I saw what the light stand. Oh no! Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Wrightworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his conversation quite clear. Interesting. It has shown that there was only one time Mr. Wright could have the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would have believed that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is in fact that Mr. White had been to that office before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand there. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is released from the baseless I can't read this crap. It is probably simple stuff, but Mr. White, you will testify to the court about it this wiretap. Leave it to me. I feel pain. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? It was the beginning, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? That's true, I guess. How do you get in? Unidentified facilities were founded. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know experts, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to... Of course, I had done so to place the wire. Why did you tap me his phone? What? I guess I'll let him keep going. That was when I saw the glass lights. I think I found out. Oh, don't tell me for another ammo. What? Huh? Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Wait, what? Mia? What? But what? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial? I was hallucinating? Ah, you're finally awake. What? Hey, Phoenix. What? What? Was I supposed to lose? What? Whoa. What? Okay. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have to be in the... Yeah? Yeah, the one you wrote May on. Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me? What? So, what do I do with it? Look at the font. The front of the receipt. The front. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. Oh my gosh. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Oh my gosh! He said he saw the lamp the week before the murder. Right, receipt updated in the courtroom. Wow, okay. That's a twist. That was very twisty. The court will now reconvene now for the trial of Phoenix Wright. It is offended, or are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. Oh my gosh. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Waitress, the trial is more than less than finished. Mr. Waitress, do you have an opinion on the matter? I say, let us give Mr. Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word May written in blood? Blah, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor! Would he tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fane Co. law offices at the beginning of September, this stand could not have been there. Okay, buddy. Well, Mr. White, can't get this out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Achievable? Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a lot of pressure on you. Wait, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Wait, what? Not so fast. Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry on this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those update autopsy reports. This guy makes up evidence as he pleases, says the man that steals evidence. This is bad. No, I'm gonna object. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Is anyone going to call Mr. White to trial? It would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to... I see. Objection denied. What? It's a meme and everything. Why? No, there's no telling what... My gosh. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Yeah, the witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix! Read this note out loud. What's this? That's Mia, not Maya. No worries. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The receipt. No. This one? No. No, I want... There we go. This memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finances, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Just halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. What? I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That is quite a spirited defense. You don't know the half of it. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was, eh? Well, this court finds the defense. Rather to defend it, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Bet. Dab, I don't care. This is all. The court is adjourned. I did it. Let's go. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky you had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia? Did she just faint? I like how he ends up 2 minutes late. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? What? You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like... You were her sister. What? I might be able to use... Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya? Are you here? Why are you here? Because of this! See, you wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law office, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for Dirty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name, Maya said, and that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? That's a cool nickname. Oh, wow. Okay, this is cool. You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Bruh. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it! Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Oh, okay, wait up! The end. Sweet, let's go. Turnabout Samurai. Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's see. Well, that was fun, everyone. I'm glad I'm back to playing Phoenix Wright. It's gonna be a blast doing it with you guys. But, yeah. Thanks for watching if you did watch all the way through. I hope you have a great day or night, and I guess I'll see you all later. Bye.